Hello and greetings to this WarCraft replay. This is going to be featuring the Undead player Lucifer and human player Reprisal. Unfortunately, there will be a human player in this replay. Unfortunately, the WarCraft players these days can't get away from a human. Thankfully, we got our trusty Lucifer as the Undead as always, spawning as a blue Undead player in the bottom right corner. As we have Reprisal as his usual pink human player. Or whatever. This map is going to be on Amazonia if my memory serves me right. It's probably not Amazonia. Don't quote me on that, just look at the description. As usual, we're going to have the Archmage coming out first, so I'm just going to predict here, but it's most likely a double Arcane Sanctum build. As we see that many times with Reprisal, and I guess Tho and other human players. I honestly wish there was something different, maybe some Mass Rifleman, I don't know. Mass Rifleman might not actually be that great. We're gonna have the Death Knight coming in from Lucifer as well, and predictions are less difficult, but I am assuming a Crypt Fiend build with Obsidian statues as well as a Lich as the second hero. Okay, so Reprisal's Archmage will come out for about I don't know, if there was only a progress bar with numbers on it, probably 20 seconds earlier than Lucifer's Death Knight. We'll be taking out the 6-4-3-3 creep camp, and I'm not sure if the Archmage will go to level 2, but the Order Elemental was taken down, and looks like Archmage will go to level 2, as there's basically 4-3-3 left. There we go. Not much of a good start in items in for the Archmage, as he did pick up 2 strength related items, a tome and a belt. Lucifer was able to pick off a peasant with a death coil and summoning up with skeletal warriors or skeletal minions with that rod of necromancy. Lucifer was able to pick up his second peasant, and I guess it's a typical opening. As he waits for his crypts to be trained up. He is going to tier 2 before any crypts will start, and as you saw, Reprisal was able to give off that deny from those militia, and take down all the skeletal warriors. We do have an acolyte on the top, and I am not sure what he is gonna do. Highly unlikely he's gonna go for an expansion, as there is creep there. So yeah, I don't know. I hear a purge, and that purge is coming from here. We do have the snow creep camp being creeped out by Reprisal nonetheless. If he gets a death coil out on that water elemental, that might actually be a substantial amount of experience, but no, Lucifer does not go for that water elemental, and a missed opportunity for him. As his first Crypt Fiends come out of play. I honestly think Lucifer is kind of behind right now. The army advantage is going towards Reprisal. Reprisal not going to tier 2 just quite yet, as he relies heavily on his militia and footmen. Skeletal minions are continuously bypassing the wall of the human player and dealing some damage to the militia, but not enough. We do have this little bit of creeping going on, and the acolyte is running away far beyond, and it looks like DPS on the creeps has ceased, but there we go with another great death coil from that Death Knight, able to take that Ogre Magi, but not able to pick up that Pendant of Energy. Was able to take down that Ogre Warrior as well. Unfortunately, he's just giving items to his opponent. Level 3 on the Archmage, level 2 on the Death Knight. Again, Lucifer keeping his eye out for those Death Coil snipes. But Footmen don't take as much damage as they would with the Crypt Fiend's piercing damage. Let's see what is going for Lucifer. Lucifer has finished tier 2, getting that slaughterhouse for that obsidian statue, as well as getting the Lich. And Reprisal is just creeping it out. He is not going to tier 2 just quite yet. He does not actually have the gold as he invested in this expansion. Gonna wait for these militia to get back into the peasant form in order for, well, kind of lost what I was about to say. Oh well, forget I said anything. No Overseer was left behind before and will be taken down, giving Circle Nobility. So far no items just quite yet for Lucifer, as he did creep out his first creep camp. Now this will be his second. There we go, the item, Claws of Attack +6. I honestly think it's a very good item for a Death Knight. Lich will be given the Claws of Attack as his attack range benefits more than the Death Knight. Looks like Reprisal is gonna go for another 5-3-3 creep camp, as well as an either Ring of Protection, Claws of Attack, or Circle of Nobility. We're gonna have a little push in this expansion. There is an Arcane Tower up right now, able to deal quite a bit of damage to the heroes as well as the skeletal minions. Unfortunately, the Crypt Fiends are being focus fired. Yeah. Archmage was able to use his Scroll Town Portal to help reinforce this expansion. Unfortunately, Death Coil Frost Nova combo was able to deal quite a bit of damage to his health. Healing Scroll has been used, but that can be interrupted by damage, as you can see right there. And Reprisal is looking at a lot of trouble, as the first obsidian statue has been completed, as well as an additional Crypt Fiends. Footmen actually really need their defend. Unfortunately, Reprisal is not researching defend just quite yet, and will lose his, I believe, third Footman, Water Elemental. Trying to deal as much DPS as it can before it goes down. Unfortunately, the experience was given to Lucifer. Lucifer is benefiting from his Lich Death Knight, and will go face against a Goblin Shredder, which I believe is immune to magic. But of course is very, very squishy. Footman continuously dying. Level 2 on that Lich. Forget about that. Frost Armor has been trained up as the second ability. I honestly think Dark Ritual would be more efficient. Guard towers are being mass repaired, but unfortunately with that Frost Armor, damage mitigation is a bit higher than usual, even though Crypt Fiends have medium armor, which takes quite a bit of damage from these piercing attacks of the tower. And looks like Lucifer is looking very strong with his 5 Crypt Fiends, and is able to keep his army up with that single obsidian statue, able to do both healing and energizing. But I mean, seriously, Reprisal, look at his resources right now. He has substantial amount of gold, and he's just about to start his double arcane sanctum. So for Reprisal, he is actually confined in his expansion. Can't really do anything except defend as long as he can. Try and keep these peasants alive, but unfortunately these peasants are very, very weak as they are workers. Looks like Reprisal is looking in a bit of trouble. Level 4 on that Death Knight, overtaking that Archmage. Death Coil Frost Nova was able to nuke a lot of health out of that Archmage. Unfortunately, this looks bad for Reprisal. Mountain King has been trained up. Unfortunately, he is level 1 and could possibly be sniped by the Frost Nova Death Coil combo. Looks like this single guard tower will be taken down eventually. No, he will not. Archmage is more important to take down than that guard tower. Orb Corruption on that Lich. I do not know when that happened. Archmage was taken down, and most likely GG for Reprisal. Nothing more to say. I honestly was surprised, especially since Reprisal didn't go to tier 2 as quickly as he should have, or at least get defend. Thank you for watching. See you at game 2 of this best of 3.